Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Movie Deputy Reviews, where we are going in depth into another movie. Now, if you caught Monday's show, you know the movie we are talking about today. And if you didn't, then if you are on our YouTube channel, you can see the poster right here. We are talking about Send Help today, the new one with Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. Now, this one is definitely not what you would expect. I am also giving this a guilty rating just due to some of the blood and the gore with some of the hunting scenes and things like that. If you are sensitive of something happening to animals, these are just basic hunting scenes, so it's nothing like abuse to an animal or anything like that, but one of the hunting scenes does get a little gory, so if you're sensitive to that, I just want to kind of bring that up real quick. But so that's the reason this is getting a guilty rating, along with some of the language involved. Now, in this one, you have Linda Liddle. Yes, that is literally her name. And little does she know, her life is about to change in a big way. This whole movie is about surviving in not only the urban jungle, but the actual jungle. So it's the ultimate thing of survival, and she is obsessed with survival. She is obsessed with the show Survivor and all of these like self-help books on how to survive and how to do this and that. And she's even auditioned to be on Survivor, and it's just, that's kind of her whole game. And so when she has a chance to go on a business trip with one of her bosses that honestly kind of treats her like garbage, she takes full advantage of that. But before we talk about the movie a whole lot, I want to get into the trailer with you so that all this can make a little bit more sense. Let's jump on over and check that out.
I'm going to be frank with you. You are smart. I know that you are great with numbers, but I just don't think you got it. As an executive, I see no value in you. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry, what?
You know we have the Bangkok merger coming up. Prove me wrong. Oh, Linda, before you go, I forgot to mention I've received a few complaints about you.
Complaints?
Noxious odors.
Oh, God.
I'm sure we can all imagine what it's like to have a boss like that, because a lot of us at one point or another have had a boss like that. And so I'm sure a lot of us can relate.
Take your seats, you're a little bitch.
And for those that are seeing this thus far and they're thinking basically Castaway, that's kind of what I was thinking too when I saw this. Is it's kind of a female version of Castaway, only she's not alone. It's who is the only other one that survives? A-hole boss.
The coast joined the land of the living.
How long?
You been out? Day and a half?
Have you tried making a distress signal? Or a bigger fire?
I was busy trying to keep us alive.
But getting us out of here, that should be your focus, not being Susie Homemaker over here.
What did you just say to me?
Let's not forget, I'm your boss. You work for me.
We're not in the office anymore, Bradley. No help is coming. You just have to accept that this is how things are now. Do you ever hunt? I think I like it. You are stuck with an asshole boss. Just like I was. Although I'm betting I am a much nicer boss than you ever would have been. Except for maybe this part. I don't think we should ever leave.
Now this is twisted in so many ways. I've gotten to the thing where if I'm just cropping a square out of the poster for the podcast, there's really no point in spending time on that. But on this one is one of the ones I changed pretty significantly for the podcast image. And so this is what will be the podcast image. So if you're checking for that, that's the image to look for. as you can see with the poster, though, it gets a little crazy. And yeah, to say that there's a little bit of a psychotic bit to this is not an understatement. I will say that there is there's a couple scenes, but there's one particular scene. You do not want to eat a meal right before you watch this. I didn't eat a meal right before watching this, and I almost gagged. And you could clearly hear the retching in the theater during part of that, and so it was unmistakable. Just like I said, there's one particular scene that just I don't get grossed out easily, and I was grossed out. And so anybody that knows me knows. I mean, if I'm going, you know it's bad. But so as the story plays out, and okay, in Castaway we see the happy ending, blah blah blah. Do you get that with this one? Not the happy ending you might think, because survival is about a lot more than what you realize. And this plays a lot of highs and lows as it goes. And it's a comedy, and it's just absurd. This is not supposed to be a survival movie. This is supposed to be a raunchy comedy, and it definitely is that. It's intense at times. It's ridiculous at times. It's downright stupid at times. And you can't take it too seriously. This is one of those ones that is just meant to be nonsense, just to be nonsense. It's low budget. You don't know a whole lot about it. The actors are B-list at best. And so what that leaves you with is maybe something you might not expect. So, like I said, you got to see the plane crash a little bit. So you understand they end up on the island, and he's injured. So basically, it's her knowledge that is going to get them through all of this. And she's trying to teach him basic survival skills. And needless to say, it does not go great. So you may think you figured out which one of them is going to get off the island, if either of them do. And the answer is not as clear as it seems. As saying that, at the very end of the story, it almost hints that there could be maybe more to it. It doesn't leave you on a cliffhanger, but it leaves somewhere where the story could go. And so we'll see if it actually does. I don't know if it was enough, or if it's got enough oomph to keep going, or enough oomph to make a second one to this. But I do know if for what little it was enjoyable. So, especially compared to some other ones we've seen lately. You may be wondering score-wise where I'm at on this. Like I said, it's low budget. It's just supposed to be ridiculous. It's supposed to be absurd in just about every way imaginable. Picture, I want to say if Jackass was a survival movie. And if that kind of gives you any idea. But I did come in at a surprising 5 out of 10 on the deputy scale. It's fun to watch. There's a lot wrong with it, but it's fun. And so if you're looking for just something absurd, this might be one to watch. If you want to wait till it comes out on instant video, which I'm sure probably won't be long on a title such as this, that's perfectly okay too. But hopefully we'll have some more good ones coming this way soon. We've had a lot of just ones that were just meh lately, and I kind of want to get back into the excited category. I mean, we did have the Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, which was a lot of fun and excitement, but that movie was so wrong for all the right reasons. But as always, I hope that you hit that subscribe button and turn on that little notification bell so you always get the latest and the greatest Movie Deputy content, where I'm interrogating movies for their plot and their content. And the target audience for these ones is going to have a wide range to it. Definitely not for a younger audience with some of the content, but it could have a wide range outside of that. So, as always, I hope this helps, and I will be back with more for you soon. Bye!